lots of time.
Slide!
Casper Niles tried to fry an egg on the sidewalk in front of his drugstore one time.
Good old Smokey, he got a hit.
In Hannibal, they were always saying cool air was on its way from Canada. But I don't see any signs of it here, do you? Do you?
Do I what there?
See any signs of cool air?
You're blind, you're blind! Do I see any sign of what there?
Never mind. It wasn't important. When we met in 1938, it was November. When I said that I would be his mate, it was December. I reasoned he would be the greatest husband that a girl had ever found. That's what I reasoned. That's what I reasoned. Then April rolled around.
Strike 3, 4, 4. Walk around by the score. You're blind up, you're blind up. You must be out of your mind. Oh.
6 months out of every year, I might as well be made of stone. 6 months out of every year when I'm with him, I'm alone.
He caught the corner.
6 months out of every year, he doesn't take me anywhere. 6 months out of every year when I play cards, solitaire. The other 6 months out of every year, we are hardly ever seen apart. But then the Washington Senators take over my place in his heart. 6 months out of every year, I might as well be wearing crepe. But I feel just an awful war from which I find no escape. 6 months out of every year.
Strike 3, ball 4, walk around, no tie the score. Fly ball, double blank, Yankees win again today. Those damn Yankees, why can't we beat 'em? He's out! He's out! He's out! He's out! You're blind up, you must be out of your mind up.
6 months out of every year, he lives by the television set.
He's out! He's out!
If you see him at a blind, how does he look? I forget.
Let's go!
6 months out of every year, we know there is no other day.
He's out! He's out!
If he gets controlled by 6 to 6 to 1, there's
Let's go!
6 months out of every year, when we cook for them, it never pays.
Ah!
Instead of praising our goulash, they're appraising the blaze of living men.
He's out! He's out! He's out! He's out! Strike 3, ball 4, walk around, no tie the score. Fly ball, double blank, Yankees win again today. Those damn Yankees, why can't we beat 'em? He's out! He's out! He's out! He's out! You're blind up, you must be out of your mind up.
We're dying for the
Let's go!
We're crying for the
Let's go! Those damn Yankees.
But with him it's a career.
What are you waiting for? April, May, June, July, August, September.
April, May, June, July, August,
Slide!
September.
Oh, 6 months out of every. You're blind up, you must be out of your mind up.
September, April, May, June, July, August, September, 6 months out of every.
You're blind up, you're blind up. Okay, hold it. Don't try to murder it. Just slip it through the infield. Come on, hold it. Get lucky. No, you. The ball's in the dirt and he swings at it. That doesn't.
Did the Washington Senators win, dear? Oh, I'm sorry. Well, maybe they will next time.
Damn Yankees.
What, dear?
I'd like to lick those damn Yankees just once.
But how can you if they're the champions?
One long ball hit, that's all we need, just one.
Honestly, Joe, you're going to get yourself a stroke if you keep this up, or at least ulcers.
Where?
Oh, Joe. Now, my friends, sister and Doris, they like baseball, but they don't suffer so. Well, I'm going to bed. I've got bridge club tomorrow. Night, dear.
You're all right. Good night. Good night, old girl. Damn Yankees. Where? One long ball hitter. That's all we need, just one. I sell my soul for one long ball hitter. Where'd you come from?
Good evening.
Who are you?
A man who agrees with you.
Agrees?
One long ball hitter. Yeah, that's what the team needs.
You're right about that. You live around here?
The name is Applegate. And I think we have something in common. A love of the national game.
And you bet.
You don't like to see the Senators in 7th place.
They may pull it together yet.
Sure they will. Mr. Boyd, I'm here to make you a proposition. Not only would you like to see Washington win the pennant, but your secret yearning all your life has been to be a baseball player yourself.
Hey, I wasn't so bad in high school.
Not so bad. Why, they were scouting you for Kansas City. You still have your spike shoes in your glove. Why, they're upstairs in your bedroom.
Who told you?
Mr. Boyd, how would you like to be the greatest baseball player in all history?
Big joke.
No joke. You can be a great ball player.
I can't even bend over and touch my toes.
Try it. Just for laughs. Go.
Oh. What do you know?
I help a lot of things come easy. Smoke?
How'd you pull that off?
I'm handy with fire.
Who are you?
I'm quite a famous character, Mr. Boyd. I have historical significance as well. In fact, I'm probably responsible for most of the history you can name.
Look, I know what the big gag is you're trying
Talking
to
to
pull.
yourself?
Huh?
So you finally flipped your lid. What are you doing talking to yourself out here in the dark?
No, I was over here talking to...
Is anything the matter?
No, I was just thinking about the game.
We went to the game yesterday. It was Ladies' Day. And I must say the hot dogs out at the park aren't what they used to be. I had 4 of the poorest hot dogs I ever had. Is Meg still up?
No, she went to bed a while ago.
We'll see her tomorrow at Bridge Club. We just came from our ballet class.
They couldn't see you. No, they couldn't see you. An amusing little stunt, eh? It was all the rage in the Middle Ages.
I think that he's got me. You mean you really are
Still can't believe it.
That's crazy! Can't be!
Oh, the world is full of crazy things, Mr. Boyd. Crazier every day.
Gosh. What are you doing here?
Great events bring forth great men, Joe. They arise from nowhere. They take command. That's history.
What are you talking about?
I have chosen you, the most dedicated partisan of the noble Washington Senators, to be the hero who leads them out of the wilderness and on to the championship.
The Senators are in 7th place.
Yes, but your powerful bludgeon and sparkling play will inspire the team to greatness. We'll call you Hardy. Yes, Joe Hardy. You'll be 25 years old. They'll put a new wing on that baseball museum up there in Cooperstown, dedicated to you. A Hardy Shrine.
What do I have to do?
Just leave everything to me.
But my wife, my job.
This is a big operation, Mr. Boyd. We can't let things like that stand in the way now, can we?
I just disappear, is that it?
Very simple.
What happens when I stop being a baseball player? What happens then?
Well, that's fairly well known now, isn't it? After all, there's nothing unusual about it. How do you suppose some of these politicians around town got started? and parking lot owners.
But they say it was
Oh,
true.
don't you understand? I'm giving you the chance to be what you wanted to be all your life.
In my business, we have what's called an escape clause.
This is not a real estate deal.
If I don't like it, I'll be able to get out.
Get out.
Yeah, I got my wife to consider.
All right. Listen to me. I don't want to hear any more about your wife. Wives. They cause me more trouble than the Methodist Church. I'm trying to be reasonable here, but all this hanging about is getting in the way. That kid, baby. All right. I'll give you a chance to get out.
Well, sure, in that case.
On the 24th of September, midnight. Now, normally I wouldn't do this, but quite frankly, I don't want to see those damn Yankees win either.
If you say that again,
Then it's a deal.
it is. Robert, that's it?
Oh, sure, that's it. What did you expect to do? Sign your name away in blood or some phony stuff like that? Well, come on. The team needs you. Let's not waste any more
I
time.
need my wife a note. Get my shoes, my gloves.
Sure, leave a note for your wife. Tell her you're going to Little America to interest Eskimos in split-level houses.
I'm almost ready.
I'll call a cab.
Goodbye, old girl. My old girl. When you awaken, I'll be gone. Can't tell you where I go. It isn't fair, I know. But trust in me and carry on. Goodbye, old friend. My old friend. There's something I must let you know. I haven't said it much. I guess I've lost my touch. But my old girl, I love you so. Now I know it hasn't all been rosy. There was squabbling times when tears were brought about. But in a moment or two, we would bill and coo, and never even knew what we fought about. But now your Joe has to go. And he'll come back to you again. So sleep your sleep, old girl. Our love will keep, old girl. Till then.
So, you gonna sell insurance in the summertime too?
No, I don't have to. But when I see a guy like you that's not covered, I get worried.
Hey, I've been uncovered a long time, and I don't worry.
Everybody should have a good insurance program.
Next year, maybe. Hey, Smoke, how's that crossword coming?
Yeah, very difficult.
So Ferguson gives me the signal to steal. It was the pitch out, and when I got to second, everybody was waiting for me except Ford and Frank.
Hey, so hold it. What's a three-letter word for a sticky substance? Spit. That's four.
Gum.
Yeah.
Look, Rocky, what sign is this?
Hit and run, sure.
Right, now you're still at bat.
I take.
Okay, now the count's 2 and 1.
I don't do nothing.
How can you not do nothing? If I wipe the take signal, watch what follows. You go for it!
Oh, sure.
Why couldn't you remember that last night? You could have cost us a big inning.
It's not like I'm dumb, Benny.
Nobody said anything about your being dumb. Exactly.
It's just that when we play the Yankees, I kind of tense up. I kind of lose my head. I think, what the hell's the use?
Would you listen to this guy?
Well, Benny, there is something different about him.
What do you mean?
Well, we don't make the same goofers when we're playing Kansas City.
Now listen to me. That's what I'm talking about. Boys, I know you're not yellow. Smokey, you bang into backstops until you drive me crazy. Rocky, you played 3 games with a broken hand.
Yeah.
And Zahovic,
Yeah?
but your mental state is all off in left field. Now listen to me, boys. Baseball is only one half skill. The other half is something else. Something bigger. You gotta have heart. All you really need is heart. When the odds are saying you'll never win, that's when the grit should start. You gotta have hope. Mustn't sit around and moan. Nothing's happened bad as it may appear. Wait till next year at home. When your luck is batting 0, get your chin up off the floor. Mister, you can be a hero. You can open any door. There's nothing to it but to do it. You gotta have heart. Miles and miles and miles of heart. Oh, it's fine to be a genius, of course, but keep that old horse with all the cards. First you gotta have heart.
A great slugger we haven't got.
A great pitcher we haven't got.
A great ball club we haven't got.
What do we got?
We've got heart. All you really need is heart. When the odds are saying you'll never win, that's when the grit should start.
Now you're getting the idea.
We've got hope. Mustn't sit around and moan. Not a solitary star with me, Mister, 'cause we've got hope.
Boys, I'm proud.
We're so happy that we're humming.
That's the hardy thing to do.
'Cause we know our ship will come in. Hum, hum, hum.
Though it's 10 years overdue.
Boys,
We've got heart. Miles and miles and miles of heart. Oh, it's fine to be a genius, of course, but keep that old horse before the cart.
so what the heck's the use of crying?
Why should we coist?
We gotta get better.
'Cause we can't get voice.
And to add to it,
We've got heart. We've got heart. We've got heart.
wait a minute. Tell it to her.
We've got heart. All
an autograph and
Ha, 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 except to sign an IOU. Boys, we've got heart, miles and miles and miles of heart. Oh, it's fine to be a genius, of course, but keep that old horse before the cart. Who minds those pop bottles flying?
the hisses and boos.
The team has been consistent, and we always lose, but we're laughing 'cause we've got heart. We've got heart. We've got heart.
Good morning.
Okay, boys. Hey, thanks a lot, Coach.
Well, I've often wondered what this team did to keep up its morale.
We didn't invite the press this morning, Gloria.
Benny, you're very foolish to have this prejudice against me just because I'm a woman. My paper gives you as much space as the others do.
I only wondered why you're here so early.
I came down to see naked men.
Good me.
My boss is very interested to find out what some of your players think about the Yankees.
I'll tell you something right now. My boys don't play good for the Yankees or any other club.
Are you Mr. Van Buren, the Washington manager?
Why make something out of the Yankees? They're a swell bunch
Oh
of fellas.
yeah,
and all they
they're
want to do is
real
go down.
nice. And then they beat your brains out.
They're just another team as far as we're concerned.
I read somewhere where they're talking about handicapping the Yankees, making them carry extra weight, like with horses.
Yeah, so what the hell's on your mind, Mac?
The name is Applegate. My card, sir.
I'm busy. See my secretary.
Mr. Van Buren, I'm a longtime fan of the Washington Senators.
Listen, Mac, I told you, I'm busy.
And for some time now, I've been beating the bushes for talent. This is my protege, young Joe Hardy. Joe's quite a boy with the bat in his hands. I'd like you to give him a try.
Where you been playing, son?
Oh, here and there.
Where's here and there?
If you just let me hit a few, Mr. Van Buren.
Come on, what do you got to lose?
Smokey!
He can hit a ball at country mile.
You call me Vinny? Yeah. I want you to take this kid down to the locker room.
Thanks, Mr. Van Buren. I
I'd
certainly
love to throw him a few.
Same thing. Come on, Mac.
Wait a minute, where do you think you're going?
My protege may need my advice.
Buster will give him all the advice he needs. If you want to look onto the stand, the field is for ball players. You don't mind, do you?
Love it, Mac. Just love it. You coming, my attractive friend?
Well, I'll look, but nothing will happen.
Want a bet?
Woof!
Man, oh man!
I can't believe the kid is as good as all that. How could he be? Where the hell would he been keeping himself all this time? Henry!
Yeah, Benny?
Go out there and tell Buster to throw hard.
He is throwing hard. Can't you hear him grunt?
Well, tell him to bear down.
All right.
Hey, that in practice is one thing, but how does he do in the game?
He's got a nice swing.
She's gone.
Over the fence.
Ah, it's just luck.
This is costing the club money. Hey, kid! Yeah, you. Come here.
That kid's got a great future, but I bet she ain't got one dime's worth of insurance.
What'd they say your name was? Joe?
Yes, sir, Joe. Joe Hardy.
Hit the ball pretty good, thanks. How's you feeling?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah, I mean, my manager was supposed to be here. And
Did you want me, Joe?
Oh, yes, Mr. Applegate. They want me to field some.
Oh, well, hey, boy, you can do anything. Now, you know that.
What position do you play?
Oh, I'd like to be shortstop.
Okay, get out there.
What do you think about my boy, Mr. Van Buren?
Not bad.
Not bad. Did he kiss that horsehide right out of the park? Did he put the fan into the bag with the pill? How? Bye-bye, baby. How about that?
Who is up there? Mel Allen?
Dick!
Say, he's got an arm.
Got an arm. He's got a cannon.
Hit a couple Texas leaguers.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see how he moves back under him.
What's the story on this kid?
You saw where he was hitting him, didn't you? Over the garden wall. Attaboy, Joe. Rifle it home, boy. Rifle it home.
Where'd he come from?
His name is Joe Hardy.
Okay, Joe, come on in.
193 pounds. Juicy fruit.
You're a big help.
Never played anything but sandlot ball, huh? Whereabouts?
Out west.
The Midwest. Hannibal, Missouri.
Is that your hometown?
Yeah, that's it. It sure does get hot down there, and we sit around on the porch waiting for the cold air to blow down from Canada.
We do all right. I think we might give you a contract. Send you to one of our farm clubs for a little seasoning.
Little seasoning? That's ridiculous.
What do you say, kid?
No, sir, I don't think so.
What do you mean?
I haven't got time.
Time?
Well, baseball's in a rut. If Ty Cobb came here looking for a chance, you'd send him to Little Rock for 3 years. Come on, Joe. Let's go someplace where we'll be appreciated.
Oh, please, Mr. Van Buren, give me another shot, will you? I love the Senators.
Yeah, so do I, and there's only a few of us left.
Hey, come on! Okay, get your bat. Buster!
Little seasoning, eh? That ball's only going for a 600-foot ride.
That's the longest ball I ever saw in my life.
No, I just swallowed my chewing tobacco.
I just can't believe it. How could he be that good? Okay, you win. Get a uniform.
You mean it?
Yeah.
Oh, Smokey, I made it! Oh, I made it! Oh, you're right! Oh, God, oh, God, oh, God!
Please! Do you mind?
Mr. Applegate, how can I ever thank you?
Oh, I'll bring it some.
Baby, this is great. Gee, fellas, don't think I'm crazy or I'm off my chump or something, but you have no idea what this means to me.
Feels good, huh, Joe?
All my life I dreamed on Gee.
Just take it easy, kid.
I will. I will.
I don't want you to get so excited you tense up on us.
I must have tied the wrong knot or something.
Let me wait on you, kid. I think you're gonna bring us luck.
Yeah, me too.
Oh,
sit still.
Well, I'm glad I came down this morning.
Something happened after all, eh?
Give me the real story of this, will you?
He's a natural talent, that's all.
Oh, don't be coy.
Hey, thanks for the loan of your shoes, huh?
You done right by him.
What's the matter with your own shoes? I saw you bringing in a pair.
Those were too small for me.
Your own shoes?
Yeah, I mean, maybe my feet had swollen, or it must have been the heat or something.
Come on, Joe, take you up to the office. I'll have you meet Mr. Welch.
Oh, great, but should I put my shoes
I got it. Shoeless Joe Hardy.
That's what you're gonna call it?
That's what everybody's gonna call him. I'll give this club some publicity.
Shoeless Joe, huh? That's pretty good.
I'll help you celebrate, boys.
What's the gag?
Let's make Joe famous.
Sure, I'm willing.
Oh, okay. How do we make him famous?
Like this. Shoeless Joe from Hannibal Mo.
Shoeless Joe from Hannibal Row. Shoeless Joe from Hannibal Row. Shoeless Joe from Hannibal Row.
Up in the home down.
Hey, what'd you say his name was? He's gonna call him Shoeless Joe. Shoeless sport. You sure get some wonderful ideas.
Oh, I got lots of ideas. Who came along in a puff of smoke?
Shoeless Joe from Hannibal Row.
Strong in the heart of the mighty young.
Shoeless Joe from Hannibal Row. Lucky are we to be having him.
Shoeless Joe from Hannibal Mo.
Just when the future was looking grim.
Shoeless Joe from Hannibal Mo.
Came a long, long way to be with us today.
With arms of steel like Hercules.
Yeah!
Feet as fleet as Mercury.
Yeah!
You fight for us, you fight for us.
He'll be a beacon light for us. He's Shoeless Joe from Hannibal Row. Go, 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 go.
Fall like a man on a union way.
Shoeless Joe from Hannibal Row.
Fall like a man on a union way.
Shoeless Joe from Hannibal Row. Shoeless Joe from Hannibal Row. Shoeless Joe from Hannibal Row.
On the sea.
As fresh as Listerine.
He seized and blew away a calf.
Achoo!
Slacker ripped a barn in half.
Go, 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 go.
Like salmon's tongue, he left his tongue.
Like Anna on the head of tongue, he's Shoeless Joe from Hannibal Row. Go, 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 go. Go like a man out of you know where.
Shoeless Joe from Hannibal, striking the bone
just the questions that Gloria Thorpedame asks are none of her business.
Look, Joe, good press means a lot to the front office. Come on, boy. Play ball with them a little, will ya?
They're a bunch of crooks. You tell them one thing and they write down whatever comes to their heads.
Look, you talk to him. I'll go out and say he's off his feed.
You're becoming a regular prima donna, eh, Joe?
Why do they have to keep after me? Why can't I just play baseball instead of sitting around answering a bunch of questions and making up things about my past?
It's all right. If you get into a jam, you can always turn to me. You know that.
I don't want to get into a jam.
Also, it seems as though you sometimes forget who made you what you are today.
That 480.
As a baseball player, you're a tryout. As a man who follows through with the bargain, you leave something to be desired. I followed you last night.
Oh.
Yes. And I followed you the night before.
Don't you just know where I am without all that effort?
No, Joe, I don't. I have to do most things the hard way. In fact, the only thing that comes absolutely effortless is that damn cigarette trick, and I'm trying to break myself with a filthy habit.
Is there any objection to me walking around where I used to live?
Yes! You know how I feel about home and wives.
Well, that's why I didn't tell you I was going back. I love baseball, Mr. Applegate, but I'm homesick.
Yes, I know that, Joe. You see, that's why I'm planning a little diversion for you. I've sent for a very attractive girl from Chicago.
I don't like people from Chicago. I sold the house once to a couple from Chicago.
All right, nuts to that, Joe. Look, don't you understand? I'm giving you the chance to know one of the most fascinating women ever known in the history of the world.
No, thank you.
Oh, don't go back to Magnolia Street. You understand me? I forbid it.
You don't own me yet. Not till after midnight on the 24th.
Then
Is it just so terrible to want to go home?
it's gauche. Besides, you're too big for that kind of sentimental nonsense. I just think things over, Buster.
I am thinking things over. I'm thinking about a lot of things. A man doesn't know what he has until he loses it. When a man has the love of a woman, he abuses it. I didn't know what I had when I had my old love. I didn't know what I had till I said goodbye, old love. Yes, a man doesn't know what he has till it is no longer around. But the happy thought is, whatever it is he's lost may someday once again be found.
Joe, Mr. Welch wants to talk to you.
Joe?
Yes, Mr. Welch.
Joe, Miss Thorpe hasn't finished speaking to you yet. You don't mind, do you?
I'll do whatever you ask, Mr. Welch.
Okay, come on in.
Joe's feeling better now. If you have any more questions for him.
Well, it isn't that I have more questions, Mr. Welch. I don't think I caught the answer to the one I asked.
Which one?
Your family?
Oh, I haven't any family. They've all passed away. Nobody.
What about friends?
Oh, I know of one friend he's got. You can put me down, little girl.
What about friends back in Hannibal? Heard from any of them?
Oh, well,
If I may interject a word here, I happen to represent the Hannibal Bugle, and I'm telling you all right now that everybody in our little old town is just proud and funkin' about little old Joe.
Well, think little old you, think little old Joe.
Quit picking on the boy. Joe hasn't got anything else to say. If you have any questions, ask me.
Okay. Do you think Washington's going to win the pennant?
When I swim the channel.
Don't be so funny.
what's so funny? What's so damn funny about Washington winning the pennant? Now, Joe, who's winning more games than we are?
Well, Joe, I mean...
I don't know why it's such a funny idea that we should cop the pennant. All we gotta do is win games.
Here, here.
I guess I talked too much.
No, you didn't. These newspaper people just don't know what it's like to have their heart in a ball club. Okay, so we're not even in the first division. But strange things happen in baseball. We're playing like a new team. We're climbing, we're moving up. So you think what you please and I'll think what I please. But don't blame me for hoping. And don't blame me for loving this boy who's made it possible for me to hope again. In fact, you can go and put in your newspapers that I say we'll have that pennant sewn up by the 25th of September. That's what we think, isn't it, Joe?
The 25th? The season ends on the 25th?
That's right, son.
Then we'll have it sewn up by the 24th.
Now there's a statement for you. How sneaky can a fella get? Welcome to the nation's capital.
Oh, thank you, Chief.
How's the trip?
Perfect. The airline lost everyone's luggage.
Oh, that's good, that's good. Now what about that job in Chicago?
Oh, I cleared the whole thing up before I left. First, I got the old boy to embezzle $100,000, and then lost at Corum at the racetrack. Oh, then his wife left him and he took to drink. I told him I was through and he jumped out the window. 22nd story.
20 seconds. That's high enough. That's fine.
You want me to try for the Empire State on this next one?
No. Look, this is just a straight seduction job. New boy I just got a hold of. Look, Lola, I've done a terribly foolish thing. In fact, I'm even almost ashamed to confess it. I let this real estate genius talk me into an escape clause.
Escape clause? Never heard of it.
You never will again either. I don't know what came over me. I've got too much on my mind. It just slipped by me. I thought it was that I'm overworked.
I know, poor dear. The election's coming up.
So anyway, when I made this Joe Hardy deal, I
Joe
thought...
Hardy?
Yeah, that's his name.
Well, gee, they say he's great. Clarence just raved about him.
Clarence? Who's Clarence?
Well, you know.
Well, look, here's the tie-up. This is a mass torture deal, just like the 30 Years' War. I've got thousands of Washington fans drooling under the illusion that the senators are actually going to win the pennant.
Oh, gee, that is awfully good. Oh, there'll be heart attacks, suicides, apoplexy, just like the good old days.
Yeah, but the key to the whole thing is his fellas, see? He wants to go back to his wife. For all I know, he could be sneaking over there right this minute.
Come on, Chief. You know I'm pretty good at making men forget about their wives. This is just a routine case. I'll give him the standard vampire treatment.
There's not a homewrecker on my staff, haven't you? But this fella's stubborn.
Come on, Chief. You know I've got what it takes. Don't make me brag. I took the thing out of the king. All side and I took the starch out of the sails. All the Prince of Wales, it's no right on. Getting the heart of a man on a silver platter. A little brains, a little talent with an emphasis on the latter. I I thought you were the deliveries.
I came about, that is, this fella told me you had a room you might be willing to rent.
Me? Rent a room?
That's what they said, this fella down on the corner, and I'm looking for a nice, quiet place.
My goodness, I never even thought about renting a room.
I wouldn't be any trouble, I can promise you that.
Well, I'm sure you would be, but you see, Mr.
Joe Hardy.
Oh. My husband's name is Joe.
Is that so? That's quite a coincidence.
He's away.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yes.
For long?
Oh, not for long. He had to go on a trip.
I guess that's why this fella thought you might have an extra room.
I wonder who that could have been. Excuse me. We're cooking for the bridge club. A friend of mine and her sister from my hometown. Just make yourself at home.
But he'll come back to you again.
Sorry to have taken so long. My friends think it would be good for me to take in a boarder.
I'd certainly appreciate it.
They'll be right in to meet you. They're just fixing their hair. Now I have a room that was my husband's den that we use as a guest room. Oh, it has a nice studio couch. Would you like to see it?
I know it's all right.
Better take a look at it. Oh, and I'd have to ask you not to use the downstairs when I have bridge club. That's every 3 days.
That wouldn't bother me. I'd be away quite a bit anyhow. I go on the road for like 2 or 3 weeks at a time.
Oh, I see.
You live in hotels when you're on the road, and you get kind of lonesome just to be in somebody's house. And well, that's why you see, I was just walking around the neighborhood hoping I could live out this way.
I guess I see through you. You just miss somebody that you left behind. Is that it?
Yes, I do. I miss somebody something awful.
Well, I know how that is.
Man doesn't know what he has until he loses it. When a man has the love of a woman, he abuses it. I didn't know what I had when I had my old love. I didn't know what I had till I said goodbye, old love. Yes, a man doesn't know what he has till it is no longer around. But the happy thought is, whatever it is he's lost may someday once again be found.
I know what you mean, Joe, only too well. For I am lonely, just like you, lonely for my Joe, my sweet Joe. How really sweet I never knew, I never really knew. A woman doesn't know Miller.
Hello there.
How you
And
doing?
Doris Miller.
How do you do? Isn't it a gorgeous day? Sister, come here, please.
Here's a funny thing, Mrs. Boyd. When I was clearing out that top dresser drawer, I found this envelope addressed to you.
You did? Well, that's strange. I thought I'd looked everywhere after, but what do you know about that? Gosh, look, it's money. Well, say, you certainly have brought me luck. Look at this, kids. I guess Joe let this...
You're Joe Hardy, aren't you?
Yes, I guess I...
It's Joe Hardy, Meg. It's not Mr. Harper. It's Joe Hardy. The greatest baseball player. Oh, my goodness, I'm flabbergasted. Oh, gee. Joe Hardy. Can I have your autograph, please? Meg, you don't know what's happened to you. He's a hero. We saw the game. That home run you hit in the seventh. Was that an inside pitch? Or was he trying to loosen you up? Oh, yes, and that wonderful double play in the third. Did you hurt your hand? Oh.
Yes? Good morning.
I'm from City Hall.
Where?
City Hall! Just serving official notice in the neighborhood.
What kind of notice?
New zoning law. No one is permitted to take roomers in this neighborhood.
But they do. People do.
Effective as of today.
What's this?
Why does that is telling me
All
that?
right, Meg. I mean, Mrs. Boyd, I know this fella. Let me talk to him.
Oh, thank you.
I'll be right in.
What is it?
Mr. Applegate, you're carrying things too far.
Joe, she's here! I told her all about you. Joe, she's interested. Know what I mean? A real sexy baby.
If you keep hounding me this way, I'm not going to be able to play worth a
How do
damn.
you think I like it? Wasting my time, not to mention the money spent on costumes.
Can't you understand how I feel?
No.
I was married when I was only 20. No matter what went wrong with my life or my business, there was always someone that I could trust and a place to come to where I feel protected. This home, I can't get over it all at once.
Joe, you're not trying.
And if you must know, I already rented a room here.
You little idiot. I told you not to. Now! By wolf!
He's gone.
Well, what did he say?
He's just a practical joker.
Oh, I'm not much judge of character. That's what my husband always said.
We're going to fix your room up with a lot of Joe's old baseball pictures, Mr. Hardy.
My husband's a great fan, you know.
Oh, a fanatic. Every night in front of the television set, you would see that big, fat slob sitting
Haven't had such a good time in years. Walking in the sun today.
Hey, just another ball team.
Who was in there today?
Yeah, just like many told.
I hope those so-called bombers enjoyed themselves as much as I did today.
And you look in there like a ball player today.
Oh yeah, 3 for 5, 3 for 5.
One of Joe's fan clubs want to do things that night. You know, I asked Joe if he wanted this party, and he said no. He only wanted to be in the Hall of Fame.
Who's kidding?
I don't think so.
Party for Joe's a good idea, but about a month from now, at the end of the season.
You know, sometimes I think Joe is 14 years old, and sometimes I think he's 50.
Well, I see we finally got Joe on television.
Does that surprise you?
Well, I was wondering if you could tell me why he's refused to appear before this.
My dear girl, he's shy.
Mr. Applegate, I'd like to ask you just one more question. When Joe was back in Hannibal, did he go by the same name?
Yes, Hardy. You spell it with an H.
What's so funny?
Something came to mind. It's not important.
Well, he played a nice game tonight.
Yes, his batting average went up 4 more points. Now it's 524. Not bad for a raw rookie, eh?
Yeah, very raw.
Lovely girl. I'm sure she makes some nice young man very unhappy.
Yeah, 3 for 5, kid, 3 for 5.
Hey, say, Rocky.
Yeah.
That dumb blonde tomato from the drugstore. She's out there waiting for you.
Oh, yeah? Well, tell her to keep on chewing her gum till I get there.
Yeah, she actually was on the reception committee.
You're sure dressed for the occasion.
Oh, yeah. Hey, did you see Dawson throw down his glove when I hit that 3-2 pitch?
Hey, all I know is I swing at the ball and I'm riding in the third.
Yeah. Senators 9, well-known Yankees 2. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna memorize that. Hey,
I was just talking to Mr. Welch. Seemed pretty pleased.
Oh,
Get to see, boys. Tomorrow we'll pin back your ears and a bow tie.
Yeah!
3 for 5.
Say, Rock. The blonde, she's tired of gum. She says she wants something to eat.
I see you're receiving formal now.
Yeah, it's looking good.
Hey, how'd you go, Joe?
Hey, John.
Yeah, what'd you tell the great invisible audience?
I told them we were lifting our mortgage on the 2nd division and taking an option out on first place.
Oh, hey! You sound like one of those white-collar workers.
I used to sell a little real estate because of sideline.
Every ball player should have a sideline.
Good evening, gentlemen. Hey, great game, Joe. Proud of you, my boy.
Hey, Joe. We'll see you later. Good night, fellas.
See you, fellas.
Hell, we sure showed those Yankees, didn't we?
If we could just take that doubleheader tomorrow, wouldn't that be great?
You will. I can feel it in my bones. Look, Joe, did you happen to notice that attractive young girl sitting in the box with me tonight?
Yeah, I saw her.
She wants to meet you. I'll bring her in. Wait!
I'd like to get my pants on, huh?
That's my boy.
Say, you know I got sort of a date back home. I mean, I know you don't like it.
Oh, but I do like it, Joe. I do like it. You see, I changed my mind. I want you to be happy.
Thanks.
But this girl is a sweet kid. She really wants to meet you. And I just thought I'd bring her in real fast. You know.
Sure.
Good. Lola! She talked about you all through the day. Here we are. Joe, I want you to meet my friend, Lola.
How do you do?
This is Joe Hardy.
I have seen him from a distance.
And admired him.
You should not tell, but I admire.
Joe, this is Senorita Lolita Banana. Perhaps you saw her picture in the papers. She was Miss West Indies of 1957.
It's certainly a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
Look, Joe, would you keep an eye on Lola just for a second? I think I'll go
I gotta get a hot dog.
Gee, where are my manners? Won't you sit down?
You are so polite. So, this is where you all get ready.
Yes, ma'am.
Interesting. Oh, the truth is, Mr. Joe, I do not know how to talk to a man so famous like you.
Oh, yeah. What about you, Miss West Indies? That's going some.
Oh, it is silly. I am ashamed, he told you. Mr. Applegate, he tried to show me off too much. Just because my picture is in all the papers and because maybe I am pleasing to look at in the bathing suit. Is that so important?
As the fellas around here would say, it ain't bad.
Oh, no, Joe. What is inside me? If I am an interesting person, that's important.
I agree.
Oh, what are these?
Well, that's where we pack our duffel when we go out on the road.
Joe, do you like the music? Do you like dancing?
I'm not very hot at dancing, but I like music. I studied the cornet for 3 years.
Oh. You help me down?
Oh, sure.
Thank you.
I have natural lips for cornet playing, that is. I mean, to play the cornet, you gotta have good lips.
Joe, you are a wonderful boy.
I am
You are so honest.
honest but dumb, too.
I like people who do yes, and I think we shall become to know each other quite well. Joe, would you like to take Lola someplace tonight?
Oh, yeah, I sure would, but you know what Mr. Van Buren would say.
He'd say, you lucky boy.
No, he'd say it's late and he likes us to get to bed early.
Any particular place? Joe, you think I am a naughty girl.
No, I don't. It's just that I rented a room out in Chevy Chase this afternoon, and I promised to move in tonight. I gotta go home.
Oh.
I promised I'd be there.
You want to hurt Lola's feelings?
No, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
Lola, what did you say with her?
Yeah, but we've got strict rules and training and all
Oh,
that.
you can tell me all the rules.
Lola, you're making this very hard
Then
for
be
me.
a good boy.
I am really trying.
And do like Lola tells you to do. Whatever Lola wants, Lola gets. Little man, little Lola wants you. Make up your mind to have no regrets. Glide yourself beside yourself through. I always get what I aim for, and your heart and soul is what I came for. Whatever Lola wants, Lola gets. Fight, don't you know you can't win? You're no exception to the rule. I really see stubborn fool. Give in. Give in. Hello, Joe. It's me. He hits so far. Hold on. That's it.
If it were you that I promised to come home to, you'd want me to, wouldn't you?
I see.
You're really a wonderful girl, and wish I were two people, but I'm only one, and I'm married.
What a flop!
Just a routine case, eh?
back, I'll smoke him out. When he comes back, I'll start a scandal in the neighborhood. She'll have to throw him out.
What kind of scandal?
My dear girl, that boy is living alone in that house with that woman. Aren't you shocked? I
Ma'am, what's these?
Miss Western! Every other fan club got a chance to rehearse but us.
All right, you may have the stage, but don't take too long.
Put the sign down, Jack.
Don't I get to hold it?
Not while we're singing. Now, everybody line up. Oh, it's such an honor to be in the show, and we want to do well. The Chevy Chase Fan Club is grateful to you, Joe, because you taught us this big lesson. You gotta have heart. All you really need is heart. When the guns say you'll never win, that's when the grit should start.
When your luck is back in zero.
Get your chin above the floor.
If you can be a hero.
You can open any door. There's nothing to it but to do it. You gotta have heart. Miles and miles and miles of heart. Always find to be a genius, of course, but keep that old horse before the cart.
So when the bases are loaded,
The count 3 and 2.
You'll hit a homer, Joe, 'cause we depend on you. You're a hero, 'cause you got heart. You got heart. You got heart.
I'll make a short speech first, then we'll bring on the acts. Whatever they are. I hope you haven't got too many.
oh no, there are about 100 fan clubs that wanted to perform, but we just picked the best.
You'll give me a list?
Oh yes, I have it in the press you do.
Miss Weston, the G Street fans can't find their costume.
Excuse me, Mr. Welch.
You feel all right about everything, do you, Benny?
I'm not bubbling over with joy about the game we played today, if that's what you mean.
Well, don't show it. Let's make this a good party. After all, we already finished the season better than I ever dreamed of.
2 games to go.
Easy, we'll be champions. We just have to win one of those games.
But the way Joe cracked up on us today.
Now? Well, son, how does it feel to have an entire town honoring you?
It feels like I wish I deserved it. Oh, come on, Joe boy. We'll show him tomorrow, right?
Here's the list.
Thanks.
Excuse us.
I'll go work on my speech.
Congratulations.
Oh, it's you.
I've become a fan. Officially, see? We're putting a dance on in your honor tonight.
It's very kind of you, Miss Banana.
No, Joe, Miss Banana's gone. No accent, didn't you notice? She failed dismally.
Kidding me again, I guess?
Just kidding myself. I'm just a fan hussy who organized a fan club without instructions from Mr. Ray.
And he wanted us to lose today, didn't he? Did you hear him giving me the razz all throughout the game? Personal things. Anything to put me off. That's why I threw the ball in the stands. I was trying to hit him.
You let in 2 runs and you hit an old lady. He was delighted.
What does he want?
Tomorrow's the 24th.
Yeah.
I think he doesn't want to lose you.
And what do you want?
Joe, I'd like to be your friend.
I guess you mean it. Thanks.
You make me feel girlish. And I'm 172 years old. Many men have loved me hopelessly and I've felt nothing. Would you believe it? You're such a good, loyal, dumb, ordinary man. You make me feel tender. It's quite exciting.
Out on the roll! Out on the roll! Look, what business is it of yours where Joe lives?
I'm curious, that's all.
Joe moved out of that house in Chevy Chase because you... Why did you change to the hotel, Joe?
to be near you.
Hey, let me tell you something else. We're going to win that pennant tomorrow. You wait and see.
Now that's the spirit. That's the way a ball player should talk, don't you think?
I think a lot of things, my friend. You see, I just got back from a trip to Hannibal, Missouri.
Where? Did you stop in and say hello to the boys at the Bugle?
There is no bugle, Mr. Apple Juice.
You know my name.
Yes, I do, but I don't know Joe Hardy's name.
What was that crack?
One thing I do know, his name is not Joe Hardy.
If you are referring to the rumor that he is in reality Shifty McCoy, I deny it emphatically.
Who is Shifty McCoy?
All right, if you haven't heard it, I haven't said it. What's your big problem anyway? Why do you keep saying he's not Joe Hardy?
Nobody in Hannibal has ever seen or heard of Joe Hardy. His birth is not registered. He's a faker. Where'd he come from?
No, don't be so nosy! Go home! Get married! Have children.
Well, clear all these things, boys. Excuse me.
Benny?
You part of this shindig?
Hey, Benny, you're pretty. You ever heard of a ball player by the name of Shifty McCoy?
Isn't he that kid that took a bribe in the Mexican League about 4 years ago?
Oh?
Yeah, threw a game when they caught him at it.
What happened?
Took it on the lamb. Never been heard of since, as far as I know.
Did you know him?
No, Miss Thorpe. I remember seeing his picture in the paper at the time. It's quite a scandal.
Of course. That's where I'll find it.
Mr. Welch!
I'm ready. Is there a phone I can use? Oh, never mind.
We're going to start. Clear, everybody.
This is Joe's big night, so I'm not going to make any long speeches. Later on, we may have to listen to a tribute or two, but right now I'm going to introduce the man of the hour, Joe Hardy himself.
Hey! Woo! Oh, Joe. Hey,
Hey, good to meet you here. How are you? Going a little far, don't you think?
What's the matter? Don't you like it?
Oh, yeah, I like it fine. Puff him off. I'll bring him back down again.
You what?
It's already started. Oh, keep your eyes open, home wrecker. I'll show you who's got it.
Mr. Welch just got a call from the commissioner, and that's one call we always answer. And he asked me to take over. So, folks, let's show Joe what we think of it.
Joe,
What happened? What's the matter?
Joe, I just got some very terrible news. In a few minutes, there's going to be an extra out on the street accusing you of being some fella that took a bribe down in the Mexican League.
No.
Quiet! I want Joe to tell us it isn't so.
Took a bribe?
That's right, Joe.
But I wouldn't do such a thing.
Well, the commissioner has called a hearing for tomorrow morning.
Yeah, but who would say such a thing about me?
Well, if you can clear your name, you can play. Otherwise, not.
They've got well, listen, everybody, you gotta believe me, I'm not a crook. I died for this team, and I will. And we'll win. We've got to win.
The whole town's behind Joe. Hooray! Speeches. They know an okay guy when they see one, and so do I.
Joe ain't done nothing wrong.
Mexican League. Boom! That was Thorpe thing. I'll be run out of town.
Damn right.
Joe's up with the commissioner right now trying to clear himself.
I bet the Yankees are behind this whole thing.
Yeah, they're just scared of us. Now, listen to me. Whether Joe's with us today or not, you boys are going to go out there and play red-hot baseball.
Yeah.
Oh, we're the best club in the league, and you know it.
Yeah.
Now, when we take that field day, I want you to forget all about Joe and go out there and fill the park with so many base hits. Why those Cleveland Indians think it's the third world war?
Yeah, we're gonna forget about Joe and just think about the game.
Yeah, you can't play good if you're worrying. I found that out.
Yeah. That's why I got this outside hobby. Somebody give me a 4-letter word for you can do it to an egg.
What did the Cleveland Indians do to us yesterday?
They murdered us.
Mix on that stuff.
Beat.
Talk about something cheerful, will ya?
Yeah.
Like women.
Hey! No women! Are you forgetting the rules?
No, but I ain't forgetting about women neither.
Hey! Then he says, if we're gonna make it in the big leagues, we've gotta pay attention to all them strict rules.
Well, he's right.
So no drinking, no women, no late hours, and no women.
You gotta keep your mind on the game. You've got to think about the game.
The game, we've got to think about the game. The game, booze and broads may be great. Though they're great, they'll have to wait while we think about the game.
There was this waitress back in Kansas City, built for comfort, dumb but pretty.
Yeah.
And her perfume sure did smell sweet. Got her up to my hotel suite.
Yeah.
She kills a pint of gin, more or less. The lights are low, and she slips off her dress. And I thought about the game.
The game,
Yes, I thought about the game.
the game.
Oh, I got the lady high. I just left her high and dry 'cause I thought about the game.
He thought about the game.
There was this Pullman car that I got lost in on a sleeper out of Boston.
Yeah.
Compartment doors all look the same. They're walking one and there's this game there.
Yeah.
The lock and stacked and absolutely there. With nothing separating us but air. And I thought about the game.
The game.
Yes, I thought about the game. Though my heart had gave her tea, all I said was pardon me, 'cause I thought about the
He
game.
thought about the game.
Yeah.
When the girl gives you the eye, remember
Abstain.
when you're dying for some ride, remember
Refrain.
when you're losing it craps and the clock says it's 11, it's suddenly each roll you roll, winds up a 7, and you're in the kind of dive where men are men.
Be polite, say goodnight. You should be in bed by 10.
When your mother bakes you cakes, remember.
Say thin.
When you kiss it till it aches, remember.
Don't give in. Every rule we shall obey to be sure. 'Cause to win we've got to stay good and pure.
And smoke, remember those chicks we took a ride with.
Operating side by side with.
Yeah.
Ran out of gas 3 miles from Philly.
The night is warm, the skies are chilly. So I suggest we sleep beneath a tree.
With no one there but smoke, the chicks, and me. So there we are, lying side by side underneath that tree.
Four minds with a single thought.
I look at my girl,
And I looked at mine.
and in one fell swoop.
And they thought about the game.
Oh yes, we thought about the game.
To our women, one and all, we will see you in the fall. But for now, we've got to stall every game and think about the game. Think about the game. Think about the 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 game.
hearing till 10 o'clock tonight.
I didn't know whether it was all right to phone.
Of course it's all right.
Well, I have something to explain. If I had known you were going to be in all this trouble, I would never have asked you to give up your room. I wanted you to know that. I wouldn't care how much people talked.
Well, I guess it's for the best. Today's the 24th, and it'll all be over soon.
You mean the baseball season?
Everything.
Why do you talk? Everything what?
We play the Yankees tomorrow for the pennant. If I shouldn't be in the game, would you think I was a crook?
Well, of course I wouldn't.
Do you think I'm Shifty McCoy?
Oh, I know you're not. It's silly. You're not the least bit shifty. You're moody. Now, if they called you Moody McCoy, well, then I think there might be some ground.
At least I'll have the opportunity to have my name cleared before I disappear.
Disappeared? What in goodness sake are you talking about?
They're bringing a witness from Mexico City who knew Shifty McCoy. He'll be at the hearing tonight, and then I'll be proven innocent.
Well, of course you are. You're a good boy. I know that.
Do you? Meg, do you think I'm from Hannibal, Missouri?
No, Joe, I don't. But it's just as Sister said. If you want to pretend you are, well, then you must have your reasons. And it's an honor to the town. But I know you're good. I may not be a judge of character, but I know when somebody's good. That's why I keep saying that Joe, the other Joe, he'll come back. Because he was a good man, too. And now that you're gone, I miss him more than ever.
He will come back.
Oh, you don't have to cheer me up.
It's closer than you think.
But do you know it?
That's all right. Just remember what I said. He's near to you, near to you. Though you think he's far away, he's near to you, so near to you, as near as April is to May. Can you feel him there in his favorite chair, staring at the fireplace? He's near to you, always near to you. Why, you might as well be face to face, for it's just as though he were standing as close as I know it's hard to imagine, but try. If he's really dear to you, he's near to you. You may be far apart, and yet, if he's in your heart, really in your heart, how near to you can he get?
He's near to me, near to me, even though he's far away. He's near to me, so near to me, as April is tonight. Joe used to take me dancing in the Elks. He wasn't such a hot dancer, but oh, we had lots of fun.
Well, I'm not such a hot dancer either, but if he's really dear to you,
He's dear to me.
he's near to you.
He's near to me.
psychology, baby, just psychology. Do you think this noble young Joe Hardy will desert his team and the men who have trusted in him? Never.
But suppose.
You're not supposed to suppose. I put a lot of effort into this case.
Well, he's an interesting boy.
Once I get him for keeps, I'll make him throw the game. That would kill him.
For me, I'm sorry.
What did you say?
I said I was sorry for it.
I have noted of late a certain, laxity on your part. Have you forgotten every principle I've ever taught you? All right, 100 times.
Never feel sorry for anybody. Never sorry for anybody. Never sorry for anybody.
I must select something appropriate for this evening's hearing. Ah, this looks terrible. I'll wear it. Well, can anyone guess who that is? Come in, Joe.
Never feel sorry for anybody. Never sorry for anybody.
All right, Lola, knock it off. Later, we've got the greatest baseball player in the world here. Let's pay him homage.
That's very kind of you to say that, Mr. Applegate, but it doesn't look like Joe Hardy will ever make the Hall of Fame.
One can never tell.
I've made my decision, Mr. Applegate, and that's what I came here to tell you about. I'd like to exercise the escape clause, which was to take place on the 24th, which is today.
Aren't you being a bit hasty?
I've thought it all over, and I found that there's got to be something more important to life than just being a hero.
Deep, this boy. Very deep.
I want out. I want to go back.
Very well. However, an operation of this kind has to be done at the witching hour. So, at 5 minutes to midnight, if you still want to go back, just say the word.
And if the hearing's still going on, you're just going to change me back right there in front of everybody?
No. That would cause talk. No. All you have to do is say, let's step into the next room. Joe Hardy will walk through that door, never to return again. Took it on the line, though, sir.
I just wanted to make sure there's no misunderstanding. Goodbye, Lola.
All right, Lola, let's not just have the letter, let's have the spirit!
Never feel sorry for anybody.
Don't you be too impudent with me, or I'll degrade you and get Clementine in here for this work. You get too fresh with me, I'll put you back on your broom. Now, while I prepare for tonight's hearing, I want you to sit there and think up 3 dirty tricks. And they better be good. What's the matter with you anyway, huh? You discourage me! Whenever I'm from time to time depressed, and a trauma wells and swells in my breast, I find some pride deep inside of me as I fondly walk the lane of memory. I see Bonaparte, a mean one, if ever I've seen one, and Nero fiddling through that lovely blaze. Antoinette, lady queen, with her quaint guillotine. Those were the good old days. I see Indians dragging an empty covered wagon when scalping the settlers was the latest craze. And that glorious morn, Jack the Ripper was born. Those were the good old days. I'd sit in my rocking chair, so peacefully rocking there, counting my blessings by the score. The rack was in fashion, the plague my passion. Each day held a new joy in store. Was anybody happy? I see cannibals munching, a missionary luncheon. The years may have flown, the memory stays like the hopes that were dashed when the stock market crashed. Those were the good old days. I want $1 million or more for some of that more of the good. Oh. the blueberry bending over, watering some clover. That fellow took such pains. His wife's remains, and those bloody decades long before the band-aids. Yeah, those were the good old days. I'd sit and I'd contemplate ways to eradicate for fun. I might even cast a spell. When lack of aggression gave way to depression, I coined an expression. Gotta have. Only ladies go to Hades. When I gaze at the Atlantic, I remember the Titanic, and at times it would seem I hear every scream, and that glorious day when I buried Bombay. Those were the good old days. I think I heard it return. If I could return to those good. Oh, it was absolutely killing when dentists were fulfilling, and the longer it took, why the more I praise, and that era of pain long before Novocaine. Those were the good old days. I doze on the fireside, dreaming of cyanide, never a word or a care. And how can one measure the infinite pleasure of dreaming of the electric chair? Some people found it shocking. And in the Isles of Layham, with arson and with mayhem, it's a happy routine, and it always plays. And my favorite encore was the 100 Years War. Those were the good old days. But when the tale of 7 trees was just 1 degrees of the good. Oh,
Well, I'll tell you, because I value the good name of baseball more than I do a victory for my own team.
Just because a picture in the newspaper taken 4 years ago happens to look something like...
Mr. Welch,
I know.
Miss Thorpe has the floor.
It's not because of the picture. The picture only fortified my suspicion that he had a phony background.
Well, he never lived in Hannibal, that much I'll promise you.
Not just now.
But that paper paid my expenses to come down here and testify.
Not just now. Sit down, please. Mr. Hardy,
Yes, sir.
tell me, boy, you were brought up in Hannibal. How do you account for the fact that nobody seems to remember you? Just give your explanation of that fact.
You see,
If I may say a word here. Out in Hannibal, Missouri comes this lovely young lady. Subtle, sophisticated. She approaches this simple man here. Who are you calling
Mr.
simple?
Commissioner, I would like to have one question answered by this Mr. Applegate. If, as you say, Joe Hardy was born in Hannibal, Missouri, why is there no record of his birth?
You have asked a question,
I have.
and I will answer it.
Thanks ever so.
And it will bring a blush of shame to your fair brow, and a tear to many an eye. Joe's birth was not registered because his parents were not married. I hope you're satisfied.
Yes, we will drop that line of inquiry.
And I hope this remorseless inquisition has finally reached its climax. Hello? What's this? Good news. My witness from Mexico City will be here in 30 minutes.
30 minutes, but it's 11:45 now.
Mister, I've got to say one thing. I have got to make one thing clear. I have been jeered and abused because I wrote that story, but I am not the one who originated the rumor about Shifty McCoy. I heard it from someone else.
Well, who?
From that platitudinous manager of our young phenom, from Mr. Applegate.
Do I understand that
This is one of the most dastardly misrepresentations.
Just answer the question.
I have been called here to answer questions. Instead, let me ask the question. When my valuable time is needed to fight graft and corruption and organized baseball, why am I called upon here to quibble with these fellow travelers?
Just a second, lady.
Take your hands off me, you Republican!
We've decided that we should speak up.
We're material witnesses.
Why, hello there, Mr. Hawkins.
Oh, hello, Meg.
It's the Miller girls.
Oh, hello, girls.
You seem to be old acquaintances.
We'd like to take the stand and testify.
We'll take the oath or anything.
You see, at first we didn't remember Joe. But then when I remembered him and I reminded the girls, well then pretty soon they remembered him too.
Hello there, Joe. My, I hardly know you now. You've grown up so.
You knew him?
We picked huckleberries together.
Oh, you must remember him, Mr. Hawkins. Don't you mind? He used to come in and collect the mail for old Mrs. Pieper.
It's 5 minutes to 12.
What is it, Mr. Hurd?
I'd like to go into the other room and talk to Mr. Applegate.
Wait, Joe, wait. He remembers.
Why, it is him!
I knew that Joe wasn't a liar. Why, that boy sat right there and let him call him a liar to his face. And now, by God, he is vindicated.
I don't want anybody to leave this room.
I said to Benny Van Buren this morning, I said, I know this boy. He is true blue. And I know a loyal ball player when I see one. Why, that boy would go to hell for his team.
You bet he would, Mr. Wells. That's exactly what Meg said, didn't you?
Oh, yes, sir, Mr. Welsh was ready to cow what the papers said. We never lost faith in Joe. Oh, he may have come from a poor family, but that's no sign of disgrace in this day and age. Certainly some of the greatest men in our country came from poor families, and the way he started out, some of the greatest baseball players.
Joe.
Where is he?
Well, he's asleep. I gave him a pill.
You should have given him 2.
I did. Move over.
Might as well. Both in the same club now.
Not yet. This is just halfway. Don't cry, Joe.
You should have been there, Lola. Mr. Welch said, I know this boy. Why, he'd go to hell for the team. Don't you think that's funny?
Well, you're gonna win, Joe.
Maybe.
I fixed it for you. I said I gave him 2 pills, I gave him 4. Yeah, he was so delighted with himself and horsing around. And, bring me a drink of demon rum. big joke, you know, so I did, and I slipped 4 pills into it. He won't wake up until after the game.
Yeah, but I wanted him to be there. I wanted him to sit right there and watch us win the pennant.
If he was there, you wouldn't win.
Yeah, but Benny's putting me out in center field, and I wouldn't hear him yell at me out there. I wouldn't even look at him.
It wouldn't make any difference, Joe. He owns you now.
I see. I didn't know how it worked. Lola, what were you?
I was the ugliest woman in Providence, Rhode Island.
He's going to be awful sore at what you did. Will he turn you back?
He threatens.
2 lost souls.
Yeah.
I don't know whether to cry or make jokes.
Joe, make jokes. We're together tonight, maybe never again.
Well, then I guess we should make the best of it.
Please.
How do we do that?
You think of something.
Give me a second, all right? Let's see what I can do. I got it.
Two lost souls on the highway of life. We ain't even got a sister or brother. But ain't it just great? Ain't it just grand? We got each other. Two lost ships on a stormy sea. One with no sail.
And one with no rudder.
But ain't it just great? Ain't it just grand? We've got each other. Two lost sheep in the wilds of the hills. Far from the other Jacks and Jills. We wandered away and went astray. But we ain't a fussin' 'cause we've got us and we're two lost souls on the highway of life. And there is no one with whom we would rather. But ain't it just great? Ain't it just grand? We got each other. Wherever we go, whatever we do, as long as you got me and I got you, we got a lot because we got each other. I'm done.
arms over, and Van Buren comes back to the dugout. It's the top half of the 8th inning, Washington leading 4-3. The Yankees have a potential tying run on second base, and boy, how they'd like to bring that runner home. All right, we're set to go once again. There's the stretch, check to the runner leading off second base. Here comes the pitch. There's a long drive going deep into left field, and it's foul by 3 feet.
Foul!
You knew I had to get to the game!
I tried to wake you, I shook you, and I shook you.
You lied!
You must have been tired.
I see it now. You doped me. But why? Why did you do it?
Because I love him.
Love? Yeah!
Marachek, still thinking they got him, they got him.
Oh, good old Smokey. He's got the arm for you.
What's the score?
4-3 Washington.
I'll give them every time. Washington will lose, even if I have to change it back in front of everybody.
I don't want to see it.
Lucky you. I say come back here!
Yeah!
Coming up now for the Yankees is Hank Bauer. On deck, Mickey Mantle. It's the top half of the 9th inning, one away, nobody on. The Senators are now just 2 outs away from the pennant. Bauer steps into the batter's box. Hollingsworth out on the mound looks in to get his sign. He's all set to go. He swings into the windup, around comes the right arm, in comes the pitch. Bauer swings, there's a hard-hit ground ball going into the hole between third and short. Zovic charges over, backhands the ball beautifully, there's a long throw, and... Neither Mr. Welch nor Benny Van Buren will affirm or deny the disappearance of Joe Hardy. However, many of the players admitted that from the moment he caught that ball and ran into the clubhouse, none of them have seen him. Where is he?
Sister, is that you?
I'm back.
Joe! Oh, Joe! I'm his sight!
What wonderful sight.
Oh, Joe! Oh, Joe! Where you been? I didn't mean that. I wasn't going to ask.
Don't ask.
I didn't mean to.
Don't ever ask.
I won't. But you're back.
If you'll have me.
Of course.
All right, Joe.
There's something the matter.
Say things to me.
Listen, Joe.
Things about us.
We've had our little joke, huh? Look, Joe,
A woman doesn't know.
it was a mean trick to turn your back like that in front of everybody. It was an impulse. And I regret it. Tell you what. You can show up tomorrow. You can meet Joe Hardy again. Win the World Series. Be a hero. Look, Joe, I'm not such a bad fellow.